Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Yeah, Basil LumioseStation. How's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today. Not a live battle, actually. Reason being is I just kind of been really busy this week, so I do have a pretty good post-narrative battle for you guys, so hopefully y'all don't mind that, and you guys do indeed enjoy the match. And of course, if you guys do enjoy it, then you know what to do, guys. Make sure to hit the like button. The support is greatly appreciated. So thank you to everybody for showing me support on the return upload from last week, from me not uploading for 3 weeks because of just miscommunication and stuff going on. But don't worry, I'm back for good. And my opponent is Zach. This match is a little bit old. I think I had it maybe like last month, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So I don't exactly remember which Zach I faced. So whenever you see this man, please leave a comment down below if you do see this. Anyways, as I mentioned, I believe this is going to be a PU match. And I'm using a team that I got from two of my good friends, so big thanks to them. And looking at Zach's team, the biggest threat I saw going into this match was honestly going to be that Basculin, just because if it is adamant choice banded with adaptability, which 9 times out of 10 they are, it is going to be punching a major hole through my team, so I have to make sure to keep my Garbodor around for that thing. So he's going to be leading off with the Mr. Mime, as I'm going to be leading off with my Rotom. And I'm going to go straight for the Volt Switch, seeing that he didn't have any ground type, so I really have no reason not to go for it. As he ends up switching directly into his Bastiodon, I'm going to take this free opportunity to bring in my Garbodor so I can start getting up my Toxic Spikes, seeing as he has no way of being able to get rid of them, which is really good for me. And it'll give me a great advantage in this match. Not only that, but I will be able to weaken most of his party when they do get poisoned outside of the Swoobat, consider that is a flying type. So I get up one layer of T-Spikes as he gets up Stealth Rock, which I'm not really too worried about, as I believe this is my second layer of Toxic Spikes. I was debating on whether or not I should go for a layer of Spikes as opposed to T-Spikes, but then I remembered he does have a Gourgeist, so being able to get that badly poisoned is going to be really beneficial to me. As he goes for the Calm Mind, predicting me to switch out, I bring in my Rotom and I make a very foolish play. And instead of going for the trick, which is what I should have done, I thought, well, Swoobat is a very frail Pokemon, even at +2, surely I can OHKO him. No, that is not at all what happens, and I lose my Rotom, which really sucks because Rotom definitely would have outsped his entire team. As he brings in the Gourgeist, predicting me to go for the Fake Out, I do not want to stay in and go for the knockoff as he burns me with Will-O-Wisp. So what I'm going to do is actually switch directly into my Licky because it is the best thing on my team that I want to take the burn, considering the fact that I do indeed have Heal Bell. I mean, I guess I could have stayed in with Licky, but I could have stayed in with Purgly, but I thought switching to Licky was better. And unfortunately, because this Licky does not have knockoff like it's supposed to have, I can't exactly do anything to this Gourgeist. And then I play completely bad around this thing, and I end up being brought down to almost 50% of my HP. I really should have just gone for the Wish this turn as opposed to going for the Protect, but hindsight is 2020 and there's nothing that I can do about it now, as I'm going to be forced to switch out, fearing the possible superpower. As I bring in my Garbodor, he does end up making a very nice play though, and he just goes for the safe Waterfall, considering that it does hit my entire team for neutral damage, as he gets off a solid 52% amount of damage. Even if he gets absolute minimum damage, he's still going to be able to knock me out, so I really have no choice but to leave in my Garbodor as death fodder. And after Rocky Helmet damage and Aftermath, I was really hoping that the Toxic would have been able to knock him out. Unfortunately, that is not the case, but it's not too big of a deal, considering the fact that I can just switch directly into my Licky, and then I can just go for the Protect to ensure that this Basculin will indeed get knocked out. Sorry about that, guys. So that is one giant threat out of the way as he brings in the Swoobat. I'm thinking that I should be able to live any one move that he wants to go for, so what I'm going to do is take this opportunity just to go for the Wish, just to be able to bring my Licky back up to a respectable amount of HP, considering that I really misplayed around Gourgeist earlier in the match. As I mentioned, as he makes a very nice play, predicts me to go for the Protect after going for the Wish, and he goes for the Calm Mind. I was very close to going for the Body Slam, but honestly Protect was just my much better and safer play in the long run of the battle, as I'm going to be able to knock him out with the body slam. He's going to end up bringing in the Mr. Mime, which I'm thinking shouldn't be able to do anything to my Licky. And considering the fact that I've really not faced any Mr. Mimes, it turns out that he has the Nasty Plot, which I was not expecting whatsoever, and now I basically have to leave in my Licky for Death Fodder. And the reason why I went for Protect was because I thought that maybe he was a Choice Specs variant, because I have seen those variants of Mr. Mime, and now I have a knocked out Licky. As I bring in my Haunter, I know that he is not Scarfed, so I'm going to bring it in thinking that he would switch out to Bastiodon, so I could be behind a Substitute. He actually just ends up going straight for the Psychic, and this turn I'm like, okay, he's gonna switch out. No, he just stays in again, and next turn I'm just gonna decide to go straight for the Shadow Ball, because after all the Tox damage, he should be in a range where my Shadow Ball will indeed be able to finish him off, which is really good for me. Unfortunately though, he still has this Gorgeist, which even though it is badly poisoned, is still a massive threat to me, and I stay in and I call his bluff on Shadow Sneak, and it does turn out that he has it, as he's able to knock me out. I'm thinking that at this point I basically lost the battle, because my last two Pokemon are Purugly and Torterra, which can't really do anything to this Gorgeist. So I bring in Purugly and I'm going to go straight for the knockoff, as I get really lucky and he misses the Will-O-Wisp. Although in the long run of the battle, I'm not entirely too sure how much that really ends up playing a role, just because it doesn't seem that he has Seed Bomb. So even if I hadn't got that crit, I still probably would have brought him down to a point where Toxic would have knocked him out. So yeah, as I mentioned, I don't think that miss really mattered, but you guys can be the judge of that. As he brings in the Bastiodon, the only move I really have to hit this thing with is Knockoff, because I don't think Purugly learns Earthquake or Low Kick or Brick Break or anything along those lines, as I'm going to be able to get off two knockoffs. At this point, the chances of me winning have greatly increased with me being able to get rid of that Gorgeist, because my last being Torterra should be able to live any move that his Mightyena wants to go for, unless he does carry Ice Fang, which would be something that would completely screw me over at this point. Although I might still be able to live it, just because Torterra is very bulky and Mightyena doesn't have the greatest physical attack around, but I get really lucky and it turns out he has Fire Fang and not Ice Fang. He doesn't burn or flinch me, and I'm going to be able to knock him out with the Wood Hammer, and that is going to be the very narrow 1-0 victory in my favor. So that was definitely a good intense battle that I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, then you know what to do, guys. Also, let me know in the comment section below, do you like post narrated or live battles better? Personally, I like doing live battles more, just because you guys can get my live reactions. And just, yeah, of course, if you guys did enjoy, then make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe to LumioseStation if you have not already, and my channel link will be down in the description. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all next Sunday. So later, everybody.